Blade Strangers does not initially stand out among the bigger fighting game releases of 2018. At first glance, there's nothing out of the ordinary here beyond the roster composed of many guest characters from various niche video games. But let's look a little deeper, shall we? The developers, Studio Seizensen, have a history of creating games of various genres, but were always big fans of fighting games. When they finally got to do one for Sega, Blade Arceus, they received a lot of feedback that the game was too hard to play. This shaped the main goal for their next fighting game, Blade Strangers. While fighting games like Fantasy Strike are exploring the design approach of less is more and have their rightful place, Blade Strangers is a bit different. The game's secondary goal, besides being fun for its own sake obviously, is to deliver a regular modern 2D fighting game package, but with a simple control scheme, and show that the joystick motions we've been using for 30 years don't have to be an obligatory requirement for the full experience. There are 4 buttons: Light Attack, Heavy Attack, Unique Attack, and Skill. Special moves in Blade Strangers are all done with a single directional plus a skill button. This performs the light version of the special. Pressing the directional plus skill plus heavy performs the heavy version of the special, and directional plus skill plus unique performs the EX version and costs half a super bar. Super moves are also done without a joystick motion, by pressing heavy plus skill plus unique for one super, and down plus these 3 buttons for the other super. They can also be improved by pressing the buttons again quickly and spending another bar. While the movement in the game is more similar to Street Fighter, the combo system is more elaborate, relying on chains and juggles. Light Attack can be pressed 2 more times for a chain, and light normals can be cancelled into heavy normals or unique normals. Directionals are used to unleash a variety of normal attacks. Besides standing and crouching, there are also normals mapped to back and forward buttons. Forward heavy can be charged and has super armor, so it can be used to counter predictable attacks and leads to a rewarding juggle combo when near the corner. Unique attacks can't be cancelled into specials and supers, though they offer various benefits for different situations. Neutral unique hits upward and has invincibility against aerial moves, so it's your default anti-air. Forward unique is an overhead leap attack. Down unique is a sweep that grants knockdown and can evade certain high moves. Back unique is punishable on block, but grants a huge combo if it gets a counter hit. More on that in a moment. Besides EX specials and supers, the super bars can also be spent on defensive skill, which gets the opponent off of you while blocking. It's done by pressing light plus unique during block stun. Offensive skill allows you to cancel any move and get the most out of every situation. It can be done with light plus unique, forward offensive skill, or up plus light plus unique, upwards offensive skill. Offensive skill, or a counter hit effect, makes the aforementioned unique attacks dangerous. The anti-air unique attack is normally not very rewarding, but when cancelled into offensive skill, it leads to a full combo. Even when you don't have resources to spend, a high enough counter hit will allow you to keep juggling the opponent. Same with the overhead leap. When used without a projectile setup, it's not as scary, but with offensive skill or a counter hit, it grants a combo. Backwards unique can be made safe in certain matchups when used at its max range, when the opposing character can't reach to punish, and doesn't have super bars in order to punish with offensive skill. When knocked down, you can opt to stay on the ground, but you'll be vulnerable. You can choose to get up normally and safely with a direction, or press a button and perform a wake-up attack. To compensate for this versatility, the wake-up attack doesn't give you an advantage and turn the tables when it hits like a classic reversal special would. Lastly, Heat Up is a comeback mechanic activated by pressing light plus heavy plus unique when you are below 30% health. It starts spending your super bars in a timed state which gives you super armor and allows you to use more meter cost moves than usual. It's important to note that at first, Blade Strangers may seem slow and clunky, but the pace of the game vastly improves once you learn to play your character. Rounds can go by in a flash because of the high damage once everyone knows what they're doing. Overall, it's a pretty interesting game that deserves more attention than it currently gets. For more information about the game and matchmaking, make sure to visit the Blade Strangers Discord server, linked in the video description. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
何が出るかな